Right, good luck, lads, tonight. Right, let's hop into the party real quick. Right then. Welcome back, everybody. We are back tonight for some Nexus racing in development, and it is all gonna hit the fan tonight. We have hold on, let's see if that's done that. That's not done that. Right, we need to quickly get into the Discord chat call type thing, and I will be with you. We need to go into here, join that, transfer my thing to PlayStation. Right, we should be up and going. Welcome everybody, this is Nexus Racing Development. We are back tonight for some very entertaining racing, as I like to call it, down in development. Hello buddy, how are you? Welcome to the stream. I don't know if that's Ian, Curly, Rapid, I don't know who that is. Is one of them. I think it's Ian most likely. Because obviously you got everyone that uses that in WTFL. You got everyone using that. Yeah, bruv. It is Ian. Yeah, so obviously we got Ian at Marshall, Rapid F1, Curly arriving back to the Nexus development. Obviously my name is Jack, so welcome, as you can all tell. I have no idea which one. I'm the only user. Oh, okay, fair enough then. Fair enough, Ian. My bad. I thought everyone had to that. I don't know if I've done that. No, there you go. There's that one. I'm just trying to get everything done at the same time before it all starts. JD's Twitch. There we go. Nexus. Where's the Nexus one? I think I've already done as well. I have no idea which one I've done. No, I haven't. There we go. Did it earlier though, when we was in open lobbies with JD. Done. I don't know if I've done WTFL or not. Yeah, I have. I don't know how many times I've done that one. I think I've done that about 3 times. Clicked on that button about 3 times. Non-affiliate in mine one. Oh, Ian, guess what? I've got my own Discord. If you would like to come along to my Discord and everything, when I get there in a minute. There we go, in that one. Hello, Speedy buddy. If you want to join my Discord, everybody, go and join that Discord link. That will take you straight through to my Discord. And then obviously, just started it last night. So it's all a bit new, it's all a bit everything. So if you would like to join it, make sure you go join that. I expect some good stuff said about me today, even if I'm last. Speedy, don't you worry, just don't send it to Narnia this time. I'm perfectly fine. Oh, that one. There we go, right. We should be all good to now hop on to the Twitch desktop. If it sounds like I'm ill, I've got really bad hay fever as well, just so you're all aware before we do start and go into this. Right, there we go. So, hold on. We've got a new follower. English Dave, thank you very much. I know, English does suck. UK Price, thank you very much. And Ziggy? Is that how you pronounce it? Thank you very much. Yeah, Hey Beaver does suck. It sucks really bad. Obviously, need to get the quick essentials out. Thank you very much, JD, for the shout out. Very much appreciated as well. That's come through. Thank you very much. So, the championship is looking very, very spicy indeed, I must say. So, going off the back of last week, Mark Bow leads from JD, from Tormented Toffee, from Nuts, and from Spectic. Polish, absolute godsend in P6 by himself. What a season he is having. Mark Bow leads from JD, from Toffee, from Nuts, from Spectic. They're all pretty close. Well, JD and Toffee are a race win away from Mark Bow, and Mark Bow not scoring at all. And Spectic and Nuts are a bit further than that. They must win and score some decent points above him to go above him. Polish is having a season on his hands. Now, it is Mercedes winning the Constructors' Championship as it stands. We have Ferrari and AlphaTauri going for the second spot. McLaren starting to creep up. Alfa Romeo in a league of their own. Alpine, Red Bull, Williams having a little scrap for 6th, 7th and 8th. 9th is Haas and 10th is Aston Martin, which is Curly and English Dave, which is all quite nice indeed. First race in the league, haha. No worries. Curly, spicy like your mum, lol. I will screenshot that and send that to mum. There you go. Hello, Dream. Welcome, buddy. As always, nice to see you here. And I will now send that off to Mum, Curly, just for you. Because you know, well, if you don't know, Curly and my mum have a little thing going on to wind me up. So, I'm following it through. Because I find it absolutely hilarious. There you go. That's now gone through, Curly. Is that my little figgy? Yes, that is mine. Thank you very much. Ian McMarshall, your mum. Yes, rapid. Sue. Yes, mate. So, it's all looking quite interesting indeed. Now, I'm expecting a fight from JD, Mark Bow, Rapids. He has come back, and if he is on his pace like he normally is around here, he is on another level. What's that? What? That's what she said. I'll make the text bigger. No worries. You can make something else bigger as well. That's what she said. Right. Obviously, you got to have a bit of a joke while you're in here. If you don't have a joke and everything, then what you doing? Right. So, predictions for qualifying. Toffee's in here now as well, so Toffee will join that fight. And I will say between the top four, I would predict the top three. I believe it will go down as Rapid on pole, JD second, only just, I reckon. Rapid's got a teeny bit more than JD. And then after JD will come Tormented Toffee. If it stays that way, who knows? Twin, however, has a good chance at third as well. I reckon that'd be quite close. And Andrew Pipsmith, he probably has, and Carts as well, will be looking quite tasty indeed. I reckon Ian, thank you very much, Twin, for the follow. Much appreciated. Ian and Curly will absolute smash their races like usual. Hopefully up in the points. Curly normally starts bad, finishes good. So if he qualifies at the back, make sure you be up at the front at the end of the race. That is my Discord as well from the Nightbot. If you're not in there, make sure you go check that out. That's my own Discord. I created that yesterday. So if you're not in there, go into that Discord and obviously help yourself, really. But there's going to be some more updates happening to the thing, and obviously I'll put that in the updates column. I'm not sure if I've got all the settings right on it, but obviously if you haven't, then obviously I'll make sure I do that after the race and everything. So it's going to look quite interesting, this race. I reckon it'll be a close field, top 5, best of the rest. And then I reckon we could have a couple of people at the back. So I'm looking for a nice, clean fight tonight, like it normally is. And it is a dry qualifying here in Silverstone. Obviously, I can't say anything just yet. But we have in today's race / qualifying, we have Polish, Andrew, Hugs, Speedy, Ian McMarshall, Stims, Sophie, Mark, English Dave, which I feel quite funny, my mum's boyfriend Curly, sure Curly is laughing, Rapids, Carts, Ziggy, I'm going to say Ziggy, Zixie, I have no idea what it is. If I'm saying it wrong, please do let me know. Toffee, Cuds, JD and Twin. So they are your races and qualifiers in today. We might have Zixie. That's going to come out as sexy at one point. I feel like that's going to happen. So, who do we go on? Obviously, hold on, we need the track map on full. We'll take off the lap data. We'll put on best. We'll do the points to the leader, and that will be it. We won't put anything on like that. Who do we go on with? It will be Hugs for Drugs taking his first lap. There we go, that's in the Red Bull. Obviously behind him we have Andrew Pipsmith. Now Andrew's going to want to back up ever so slightly to create that gap between him and Hugs for Drugs. As we know from last time, they had a bit of a coming together in qualifying, which wasn't very good at all. But here we go then, on board with Hugs for Drugs then, going through a very interesting section, I like to admit. Some people drop a gear into 7th gear and carry the momentum through and quickly upshift to 8th, just so you don't run as wide, or people leave it in 8th depending on how you drive. The Ferrari gets out the way quite nicely of both of these drivers on their laps. But I reckon... Oh! Andrew Pipsmith is already invalidated on his lap. So, this doesn't matter then. Hugs for Drugs will be the first to cross the line to actually set a lap then. We'll go on board here. What does he do here? Drops it into 6th. Back up into 7th. I would have left that, dropped it into 7th and a little lift. But next season's game, that will be flat out in 8th gear. I am looking excited towards that. How people dare take that. But back on board. Back on the track. And I will have to admit. And what will the time be to catch? It will be a 1:32.5 for everybody to be catching. Now, if Andrew Pip-Smith is going on another lap, Hugs needs to get out of the way. And he is not doing so one bit. This might be a result of last... No, it's not. He's got out of the way quite nicely indeed. JD has put in the fastest lap time. Twin 4/10 behind. Toffee is 2nd behind. That's not like Toffee at all. Toffee normally right in the back. Ian Marshall comes through to P3. What a lap by the Alpine. Beautiful. Curly P6. Stims P5. I am looking for Mark Bowe on his lap coming around. No, sorry, going in. I should say going in to Magus and Beckett. Flick it right. Flick it left. Down a gear. Probably down a gear for this next corner as well. Onto the back straight as we go. Now, I don't know what the split time is looking like. Stop lying. Flexi, don't worry. What is Mark Bowe going to be doing? Rapids up there. Up into P2. 4/10 behind. 6 milliseconds covered 2 and 3 positions. As we round with Mark Bowe. Mark Bowe is behind Ian Marshall. What a lap by Ian. What a lap by the Alpine. Advantage Ian in the first laps. What a lap from him. He has put an absolute stormer in to get where he is. Karts in P7. Polish probably went for a double warm-up, not too sure. I'm looking towards Speedy now. No, he's backed out of that lap. So, Sixty is on a lap. It's going to come so wrong. And in towards Vale now. What are we going to see? A lap time from him then as he rounds the final corner. Hucks the insides. And he has put himself above Rapid. Zixi 2nd. This is an absolute... Oh no! What was the Red Bull doing there? Sophie has a 5-place grid penalty for causing the collision. I'm not surprised in the slightest there. Dream Machine, how are you, buddy? That was close to him being out. But what a lap he put in to put himself P2. This is now between how much guts you have. In my opinion, how much do you want to risk early on? Do you want to put in a safe banker lap maybe? And then really give it what for in the final push lap, which will go around 3 to 2 minutes at the end. But at the moment, I would say banker lap wise, I will say JD has done a very, very good banker lap with a 27.7. What a lap he put in. I'm going to try and find someone who's on a qualifying lap. Ian McMurtry's on an... He's put in the fastest Sector 1 of anyone. What can the Williams do of karts? The William garage will be absolute cheering him all around this lap with the purple sectors flashing for the Williams garage. Advantage karts in sector 1. He needs to find a big improvement if he wants anything to do with the front row. As he rounds Magnus and Beckett's onto the back straight then. Doesn't look like a purple sector, didn't flash that up there. But a 105.1 is very handy indeed for the Williams garage. Goes a bit wide, doesn't invalidate. That's very, very lucky. Normally that would have invalidated. He goes into Vale a bit wide. He's going to round the final corner though. Is this going to be an improvement? Just a little, I think. Just a little bit of an improvement. Doesn't make any positions with it though. Let's go back on board with Ian. What can Ian do? I'm getting very, very excited. He has took that absolute flat out. And Williams gets away nicely. That could have probably delayed him a little bit to see the corner. But gets out the way nicely as we round towards the end of sector 1. It is on the dash of 27.9. I don't know if he is improving. English Dave. Flexi Legends. Fair enough, English Dave. But Ian McMarshall, where can he put this? Darlington really wants to try and use maximum of the tracks. What you want to do in qualifying. This is a very, very good lap from Ian so far. We are sat on board with him. He has took Maggots and Beckett's absolutely beautifully. A 104.4. This should put him somewhere of an improvement, I think. Get out of the way. The traffic's in the way. That was very close indeed. Ian might have been distracted. He might put a report in for that. The FIA might have a word with the two on the inside of that corner. Rounds the Vale now. Coming up to the line. It's a 28.9. Just not of an improvement. Probably got cost most of his time in the final corner. Runner 5th. He is certainly in 5th. He has laid down the hammer, if I told you. Ian has put in the best lap of his life. Now, where is Curly? Curly, I think he is on a lap. He is. Now, I think Ian might give Curly a tow. I know these are brothers. They are quite good brothers, to be honest. Probably not much of a tow there. Not much at all. But goes wide and cuts back to get a faster route in. You go wide here and obviously you get a much better exit here. Now Ian might be in the way for Maggers and Beckett's. If they have timed this right, I know they're not in the same team, but like I do say, they are brothers, so they might get excuse me. And I think he might have backed off. I am not sure. He is backed off. I don't know why. I think he was too much far down on his time. Lol, you can tell him I've seen that. Lol. There you go then, Curly. That's what my mum said. She has said, lol, you can tell him I've seen that. Lol. So then, Mark Bowe is now 3rd. This is really spicing up the top 8 covered by 8/10. The top 7 covered by 6/10. Ian McMarshall and Toffee are quite close together. Twin, Rapids, Mark Bowe and Zigzy are very close indeed. Glad she got a sense of humour. Lol. It is very good, Curly. She does have a good sense of humour. That is very good indeed. Right. So going down to the final 5 minutes. There is my Discord. If anyone wants to go see me in Discord or wants to join the Discord, make sure you click on the link. That will send you right through to my Discord. I created that last night. so it's not all up to where you would expect, but I will try my hardest to get that up to where you are wanting it to be. So, going into the final, obviously, like I said, say 4.5 minutes now. I know it's not quite there yet, but we'll say 4.5 minutes by the time I enter this sentence. It leads from JD on provisional pole, Sigsy in second, Mark Bow third, Rapid fourth, Twin fifth, Toffee sixth, Ian McMarshall, Jay's on a lap. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. Let's ride on board with our provisional pole sitter then, JD. And obviously English Dave in 8th, Andrew Pipsmith in 9th, Cud in 10th, Carts in 11th, Stim in 12th, Curly in 13th, Polish My Balls in 14th, Hugs in 15th, Speedy in 16th, and Soph in 17th. Now she has a 5-place grid penalty. If she stays last, she will go last. But Zigzy has gone even quicker than what JD can provisionally do. The track's ramping up now, so what can JD do to take him off provisional pole? He's only by half a tenth though. What can he do as he crosses the line now? He goes even quicker with a 1:27.3. That is the new benchmark to catch with 3 minutes to go. What a lap from JD. Zigzy did his best, but JD ramped up another level. Puts himself clear now of anyone by at least 2 and a bit tenths. What a lap. Zigzy will have to go again. Mark Bow, however, is in the pits. Rapid is in the pits. Twin is in the pits. Toffee's in the pits. And Ian McMarshall. But now English Dave. English Dave, how are we doing in the Aston Martin garage? How are we doing, buddy? It's a purple middle sector. I didn't see that though. At all. That is absolute brilliance from him. A purple middle sector. What can he do? Can English Dave do? Ah, he's invalidated at the last gasp. He will be absolutely fuming. Stim's in, however. But, like I said, I reckon Rapid will need a time. JD has retired, so he needs to gain 7.5 tenths. That is a lot to do around one lap. And now we have a Tesco car park of 4 cars. I think they're all sticking behind Rapids. Right, who's behind Rapid then? We have Ian McMarshall, English Dave. Is English Dave on a lap? No, he's not. And Curly. Twin has, I think he's invalidated, so he has indeed retired himself. Right. Zigzy is still in the pits. Now, what is the time? If the yellow flags are going to go. Not too sure, but Cud goes even quicker. He doesn't have time. Zigzy doesn't have a time. So Zigzy will stay second at best. Mark Bow, however, is on a lap. He has used all of his battery, though. No, he hasn't. Something happened there. Right. We're going to ride on board with Mark Bow then. Hold on. We need the camera angle. There we go. Lovely camera shots of the Ferrari around in the final corner. And here he comes. Absolute full commitment in to the first couple of corners. Breaking a straight line. Don't want to lock up a front wheel. You'll go wide there. Navigates it quite well. The Ferrari driver, if he sticks with this lap, could potentially put him somewhere up above. Now you have a yellow flag for a slow McLaren. He gets out the way quite nicely, and he is gonna try and get out the way for Rapid as well. He does that very nicely indeed, I think, but will stay on board with Mark. We'll go on board with him through here. I want to see what he does here. Full commitment in 8th gear. A little lift and a full commitment in 8th gear. He is proper turning the heat on now. Down into 6th gear, probably a little early. But he does that quite nicely in a purple second sector of the lots. Carts will qualify 11th at best. Stims 11th at best. Andrew Pipsmith 12th at best. Hugs and Soph 16th and 17th at the absolute best. Right, Mark Bow. What can he do in this final sector? Can he challenge JD? Can he challenge Ziggy? Up to the line. No, he improves though. What can Rapid do? Can Rapid surprise me at all? No! He can't at all. And I think the challenge will have to come from English Dave. He can't do anything better. Everyone's in the pits. JD has put his McLaren onto pole position. Ziggy is second in the Mercedes. Mark Bow did his best in third. Rapid did his best in fourth. This will be a tight fight between Rapid and Mark Bow. Twin in fifth. Toffee in sixth. Ian McMarshall in seventh. What a qualifying from him. English Dave in 8th, Cud in 9th, Stims in 10th, Carts in 11th, Andrew in 12th, Curly in 13th, Speed in 14th, Polish My Balls, no thank you, in 15th, Hugs for Drugs, depends how much you have, yes please, 16th, and Soph in 17th. I'll have some Aviva tablets, buddy. Some strong ones. So then, a very, very interesting lineup then. JD and Ziggy on the front row. Then comes Mark Bow and Rapid on the second row. Very close together. Twin and Tormented Toffee on the next row and row 3. Row 4, Ian McMarshall and English Dave. Row 5 is Cud and Stims. Row 6 is Carts and Andrew Pipsmith. Row 8 is Curly and Speedy. Row 9 is Polish and Hugs. And on row... No, hold on. No, I've done that completely wrong, haven't I? I've jumped a number somewhere. 2, row 3... I've jumped a number somewhere. I do apologise. Well... After all that, Curly, buddy, if you're still watching, apparently you owe Mum a coffee machine. I got a message from Mum saying apparently you owe her a coffee machine. But someone's already clicked start, so don't worry about this, Curly. Make sure you get your tyres done, your fuel, and your race tyres done in about 10 seconds' time, because the lights out is in 10 seconds' time. So here we go then for the 5 red lights. And we are off here in Nexus Development League. JD covers off Ziggy as quickly as possible. He didn't want him to come down. The Mark Bow from Rapid, from Twin, from Tormented Toffee. And we've had a collision at the back of the field. Andrew and Stim and Hugs and Speed, I think they've all come together at the back of the grid. There is your predicted strategy. Mediums to a lap 12 or 16. Hards to the end, or the 2-stop. Softs, mediums and mediums. But as we come in through to Sector 1 then, JD leads from Ziggy, from Mark Bow, from Twin, from Rapid, from Tormented Toffee, from English Dave, from Carts, from Cuds, from Curly, from Polish. Polish, brilliant start, so is Curly. So from the back has had a brilliant start. Ian McMarshall might have been caught up in that little spin. Speedy, Hugs, Andrew Pipsmith and Stims, but Hugs has got Speedy now. But we're on board with JD
We're going to go on board now with Ziggy coming through Maggots and Beckett. He is really, really going to close up, I think, on this. But what I have been hearing, JD has a straight line speed setup. I am not sure if he does or not. I've been told it is very low wings. But Mark Bow and now Twins going to have a look. Rapid's even going to have a look. This is going to be a three-way scrap. Oh, Rapid nearly goes into the back of him there. Absolute misjudged his brake in there. That will allow Tormented Toffee to close right on the back of this scrap then. We'll look on board now with Mark Bow, because this seems to be the main scrap of the lot. As Speedy gets a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. He's obviously got damage early on, but Mark Bow is collecting a train already. And I think looking on board from lap 1, JD and Ziggy will stay together. Mark Bow, Twin, Rapid, Toffee, English Dave and Karts will all be in this massive group. But we're going to go back because Polish might be having a look for a move on Soph. They're side by side. Polish has got a move done already before the time they get to the corner. Soph is going to have a look back though. Excuse me. Soph's gone round the outside of Polish. Polish is now vulnerable to Hugs for Drugs, and Hugs for Drugs sends it. He has lost. He has gone from 12th to 14th in one straight. They both go a bit wide. Sorry, I'm just... There we go. Right. JD has already pulled out a second on Ziggy. Mark Bow is nearly there. Speedy! Gone for a bit of a speedy spin. Right, where's our closest fight now then? It will be here. Rapid versus Toffee versus Twin versus Mark Bow. They're all in the DRS line. But JD puts a 1:30.7 on the board for the fastest lap, only on lap 3. But DRS has now been activated. So if you're at the DRS detection points, which is now here for the back straight, you will get a second, well, your first dose of DRS. Andrew Pittsmith picks up his first 3 seconds of time penalties. He's pitted, and so is Hugs for Drugs. But if you're within a second at the DRS detection zone, you will get DRS, and DRS is the drag reduction system. Opens up the rear wing flap to get even more time down the straights. But if you're in a DRS, what I like to call a DRS line, which is multiple drivers in the DRS, obviously you won't gain as much time. It will all come down to the straight line speed. But I reckon Rapid is out of the DRS at the detection zone, so he won't get any. But Twin will on Mark Bow. But Mark Bow will have his on Ziggy. Right, we'll look on board now. Mark Bow goes a bit wide. That will put him a lot of dirt on his tyres. Ziggy will weave around. He's going to defend the inside, but Mark Bow might be looking for the inside, but maybe looking for the switchback. No, he can't, but Rapid is falling behind Toffee. I wonder if he's got a bit of a draggy race car. Might pay dividends later on. English Dave going well on the hard tyres, I must admit. Oh, Twin's gone. Twin's round. Sorry, I didn't catch that, but watch out for the Williams. He does that very nicely. Gets out of the way for him. But the fight between Ziggy and Mark Bow, as it stands, I'm trying to look absolutely everywhere. Do mind me if I do miss a couple of moves, but Twin has got good as well. But we'll go on to the back straight, and he's going to break the toe once more, but I reckon Mark Bow doesn't even need the toe. Look how much he's gaining. Will he go around the outside? No, he won't probably look for the inside line. He doesn't do that either. He will wait for the second dose of DRS, but he's got a great exit. Ziggy has. He will defend off going into Cop's corner. He will do that very nicely indeed. Stay ahead. Andrew Pittsmith's got another 3-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Right. Is there anyone we should look out for? Hugs at the back if he closes up anymore. But Mark Bow, once again, has the DRS. Does he use his overtake? No, he doesn't. I think he's quite happy to sit behind Ziggy at the moment. We will go right to the back where Hugs for Drugs is. Come on, Ziggy is where Flexi wants Ziggy to come on, get his arse into gear. Oh, there's a bit of a moment from Polish, and Hugs for Drugs is through. Carts is spun, that's Curly through, even Marshall through, and Cud through. I don't know where to look. Action packed everywhere, but Ziggy once again. We're going back on board where Flexi wants us to be on top of Mark Bow's camera. Looking for this fight now. 3/10 is the gap as we round for the first DRS dosage of the lap. DRS activated, uses a bit of overtake, just a little bit of a dab, just to really close onto the back of him. He's now within 2/10 of Ziggy, but Ziggy holding his own. But we'll go on board with Ziggy. Look behind from his cam. No, we won't. We'll go on board, sorry. We'll go on the outer cam of the Mercedes. Mark Bow, sorry. That's where we want to be, on the outside of Mark Bow. Ziggy's got a 3-second time penalty. Flexi will be absolutely worried to hell. A 3-second time penalty can be costly at the end of the race. But Mark Bow, we'll go on board with Mark Bow because he is pushing. He is pushing. He is gaining. He is gaining. He is gaining. He is alongside Ziggy. And he's ahead of Ziggy. By the time they get to the corner, they're going to go wheel to wheel towards Vale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? The Ferrari has the inside line. The Ferrari, the Merc goes side by side. Mark Bow is through. On Ziggy, the defence couldn't be held up anymore from the fast pace of the Ferrari. He needs to get after JD, his main championship rival. But we got a slow Ferrari that was polished on Sector 2. Hugs for Drugs has got an extra 3-second time penalty, but will Ziggy give this up? Who knows? Bro, Ziggy, what are you doing, kids? Is the response from... But he's going to come back at him with DRS towards... This is brilliant. They're going to go wheel to wheel. This is absolutely brilliant. I don't know which camera to look at. We're going to go on board from this camera angle. The Ferrari is just ahead of the Mercedes, but Mercedes got the outside line. Ferrari versus Mercedes all the time heading towards Copse Corner. This is going to be side by side. Ziggy backs out, but goes for the switchback. What a move on the Mercedes. It gets the DRS as well, I think, but what a move. Ziggy, Flexi will be very proud of you for that one. Mark Bow has a 3-second time penalty. Jesus Christ, I might lose my voice. I don't know who's got DRS, but Mark Bow's got it. He's got it, but Ziggy's going to go side by side. Oh my days, this fight is never going to end at all, one bit. Mark Bow's through. Ziggy, what a move down at Copse Corner. Wow, I must say. But Rapid, we'll go on board with Rapid now, closing on board. Oh, no, I was wrong. I seriously don't know where to look. I don't know where to go. Rapid and Toffee, or do I go with Ziggy and Mark Bow? Ziggy and Mark Bow is a bit closer towards each other, but Mark Bow and Toffee are teammates. But here comes Ziggy for round 3. DRS activated for the Mercedes driver. Mark Bow is still ahead by the time they get to the next corner. This is a proper scrap we have been wanting for Ziggy versus Mark Bow. And we'll go back on board with Rapid and Toffee. And Toffee has run out of ERS. His light is flashing at the back. We'll let Rapid know he is running out of ERS, but I want to go back on board with this fight as well. I've got a hover between the two. Mark Bow with a better exit though, with DRS activated. A little dab of overtake as well as we see on the dash, but Rapid's going to go for a move on Toffee to the inside line, and that is job well done. Or is Toffee going to come back for more? He is going to come back for more. He shuts him out. Where is he going to be? Behind him by Vale. That is very good. A bit of driving, but Twin and English Dave might be having a little scrap as well. But Toffee thought for a moment. Cud is now in the pits. He has gone for an early stop. on the mediums. That will obviously allow Curly and Twin through. We've got to go back on board with these battles. Ian McMarshall, I didn't see that one. Oh no, he's in the pits, never mind. Right then. There's... Is that? No, that's the lapped car. Sorry, that's Speedy. Speedy's getting lapped. I got a bit confused if that was JD then. I was like, what's going on here? But where are we going to look to now? Toffee and Rapid closing on Ziggy and Mark Bow and JD, our race leader, who is absolute sending this. The gap is now 3 seconds. Mark Bow's got a bit wide as well. Obviously, Mark Bow's got a 3-second time penalty as well. We'll go on to... Hold on, there's the interval. We want the penalties. There we go. There's the penalties. But here we go then. Mark Bow's gone wide. This will invite Ziggy all the way now. Which way he's going to go? To the inside line. He has got the move done by the time the corner comes. We'll look behind to see what Mark Bow will do. In towards Vale now. No, he backs out of it quite nicely indeed. But Rapids and Toffee, I don't know where they are. Toffee, nearly Rapid thought about the through goes Hamilton move there. Thought about it, but Toffee covered that quite nicely indeed. Rapid's now picked up a 3-second time penalty as well. Twin is on the hunt for English Dave, but Soph is on the hunt for Stims. But Stims is on the hunt for Hugs for Drugs as well. I don't know where to look. Action packs all the way down this field. Right. Twin has ERS, has the DRS on English Dave. He's gaining. He's going to switch to the outside. He's going to go around the outside if he holds this one together. This will be an absolutely beautiful move. They're still side by side, but English Dave will fight this one to the very end. But Twin is through on the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin's on the hards, and Twin is on the mediums. We'll look on board now with Rapid as he enters Cops, going into Maggots and Beckett's now. What can he do? Toffee is out of ERS. Surely a move is due anytime soon from the Alfa Romeo garage. It's teammates versus teammates. Toffee's going to be weaving down the straight. He is gaining, he is gaining, he is gaining, he's gaining. Oh, and he backs out as well. There's a yellow flag in Sector 1. I think that is for the McLaren or Speedy. He was going quite slow down there. Ziggy, however, is pulling away from Mark Bow. Flexi will be living the life. Oh, English Dave. And Twin round the outside. English Dave goes. What a move the Aston Martin put on there. Facts, it is facts from Sixies. I don't know what to call you. But JD's pulling away. Hurry up. Well, as he's in the Mercedes car, we want P1, not a podium. That is the correct answer. It is hammer time. Ziggy and English Dave still going at it, but what's an under? English Dave is doing. Is he going to go for another under? That was... I got back on board with him at the right time when English Dave went for the under. This is some brilliant... He's going to go into Cops. They're going to go side by side. Who's going to come out on top here? English Dave versus Twin. Twin backs out of it in the end. Come on, Dave. And Dave is through and above Twin. Action Rapid is now on the back of Toffee. Not going to be using any ERS as he already knows that Toffee is losing his ERS just to try and stay ahead, but he's gaining all the time. But Twin and English Dave again. Sorry, I didn't see that. So one bit. But we will go towards Vale now. And he has got the move very done. Couldn't Stim going for it. I don't know where to look. Ian is on the back of Curly now. English Dave not giving this up though. This is the closest. No, it's not. Could is having a look on Hugs for Drugs. This could absolutely have a move on here. He is gaining. He is gaining. He is gaining. Gaining. He's alongside. He is ahead of the Red Bull by the time he gets into the next corner. That is a move from the Haas garage on the Red Bull driver. Whoa. Let's take a breather for a moment. No, we can't, because Rapid is coming at Toffee at a great rates of knots. Yes, Dave. Dave is on the hards, Twin is on the mediums. Dave has got great pace on them mediums, I must have to say. But Rapid is coming back, and crucially, Zigzy has got Mark Bow out the 1 second, out the DRS. Flexi is loving life right now. But what can Rapid do? Rapid can absolutely have Toffee here going down the next corner. The next straight, should I say. If he uses his ERS, he doesn't look like he wants to use ERS. I think he's quite comfortable to sit behind his teammate at this pace. But he is gaining. Not quite enough, though, going into the next corner. We'll go back on board with English Dave, because English Dave is absolutely flying in the Aston Martin. And Twin is in the pits. Rapids, I think Toffee's in the pits as well. Yes, he is. And Mark Bow is in the pits. That leads JD, Zigzy and Rapids. So it is an undercut attempt for Mark Bow, an undercut attempt for Toffee, and an undercut attempt for Twin. Or would it be the overcut for Rapid, Zigzy or JD? It will be hammer time for Zigzy. It will be scenario 7 for JD. And it will be push now, Joe, for Rapids. Who knows what will happen when they pit. We'll get rid of the penalties. We'll go back onto the tyre now. So English Dave and Curly on the hard tyre. Mark Bow, Toffee, Twin has got ahead out of Cuds. Ian McMarshall, I think, falling down. I think he's in the pits as well, along with Karts. Karts is also in the pits. I think the teammates. No, they're not, because one's a Williams. That's my bad. And one's an Alpine. So I'll be looking to see where JD, Zigzy and Rapid comes out. Flexi, where do you reckon Zigzy will come out? Do you reckon it'll be the overcut or the undercut? What would happen here? We're going to look towards Mark Bow. He will be coming in. Spots your line coming in. Get that down to the 37 miles per hour or 60 kilometers an hour, as they call it. Rapid's in, JD's in, and Zigzy's in as well. English Dave will now take the lead for the Aston Martin. And I think Curly will come out. Right, JD is in. We'll look on board to see where Mark Bow's only coming round the final couple of corners, but heading towards Vale. This is going to be close on the exit. This will be very close between him and Zigzy. Let's go on back on board with Mark Bow. Mark Bow rounds Vale now. Where is he going to come out? Is he going to be ahead or in front? There's the Mercedes. He is just behind Zigzy, but Zigzy with the colder tyres, Mark Bow on the much warmer tyres, could have Mark Bow ahead. Now that was crucial for Mark Bow. Mark Bow's gained a lot of time, but with DRS and ERS activated, he is gaining. He pulls out. He is alongside the Mercedes going in to the next corner, and he has got that job done very much indeed. JD still leads though, but Rapid is behind Toffee. Twin is still behind Rapid. Zigzy won't give this up. My phone's gone off. I can't see the chat at the moment. I don't know what you're saying. I do apologise. NPC, he didn't defend. Come on, Zigzy. Let's give Flexi what's Swift. Thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Much appreciated. But this will be the fight, as we can see. Zigzy versus Mark Bow. We'll see who comes on top out of here. But surely now, Mark Bow surely can try and get him out the DRS. I don't want him to. I want to see this fight go right to the final lap on lap 26. But there's not a gap close enough. Then Zigzy and Mark Bow. Oh, we've gone back. Never mind. We'll go on the outer shot, of the Ferrari. Zigzy is closing right on the back of this Ferrari. We're going to go down the straight now. Zigzy is gaining. He is gaining. I can't see this. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's gaining. He's going to pull to the inside, but backs out at the last moment. That could have been quite a collision if he didn't back out there. But Ziggy is on the hunt still. There's still a yellow flag. That's for Speedy. But my word of a days, we've got a fight going on towards the end. Andrew Pittsmith's got hugs. I didn't see that either because we were looking for them. Ziggy has a little bit of a moment. Probably the rears ain't up to temperature the way he wants them to. Going through Magazabekis. English David now has a 3-second time penalty. My cat's up here now. Right. He is gaining. He's going to pull to the inside line. Ziggy is going to go round down the inside. Is he going to look for the switchback? He's going to look for it. I don't think he's got it. He's going to still try it round the outside though. He's going to hold it together. Round the outsides. They side by side into Vale. They've nearly come together. Mark Boat has a little bit of a snap. Carter's retired. Brought up the yellow flag in sector 2. And I think that is a full safety car. With 11 laps to go. This gives English Dave and Curly the pit stop of their life. If English Dave pits now, does he come out ahead of JD? If I was English Dave, would I pit for the softs or would I pit for the mediums? As obviously this field's got a bunch up, so it might be around 8 laps to go when we get it underway. The softs might actually go. But we'll see what English Dave does. This neutralises the field. This brings everyone closer together. But English Dave is in. Do not get a penalty on the exit. He has got that pit limiter on and down. Curly is going to round. But I would look on board with JD. Does JD pit? No, he stays out. Ziggy could pit. Ian's got a 5-second time penalty. Ian. But no, it looks like mediums if you're going to pit. Curly's in as well. But JD will take the lead of the race. Now, Mark Bow, or would it be English Dave? Mark Bow, they're going to be side by side. No, they're not. Mark Bow is just ahead of English Dave. This puts an advantage on English Dave. On the mediums till the inside. But where Ziggy's in. So that means I think Curly will come out P4. Ziggy will come out in P5. Toffee in P6. Rapids. Twin has done it. What did I say? The softs might go towards the end of the race. Twin has risked it all. Just remember, it might take 3 laps to bunch this field up. Let's go on board then with the penalties. So as the safety car is out, JD Devil is Curly, Toffee and Twin are all free of penalties. They have no penalties at the present time. Mark Bow, English Dave, Ziggy, Rapid could all have, and Stims and Polish all have 3 seconds. 5 seconds goes to Ian, 6 seconds goes to Soph, Andrew and Hugs on 12, Speedy on 14 seconds of penalties. Just keep the penalties in mind towards the end of the race. Everyone has done their stop. We'll go back on board. And yes, Dave, free pit. Dave, why? I do reckon the softs could get to the end, but I think Dave and everyone else has took a precaution just in case they don't. So I reckon the softs could probably, if you're going to put them on now, could probably last about 9 laps. But obviously being behind the safety car for a couple of laps obviously preserves them tyres, they probably could go and stretch 10 laps, as obviously they're going to be behind the safety car for about 3 laps. But Twin has done it, but English Dave, but we have a Ferrari. Polish, you can overtake the safety car. You're a lapped car. Surely you can overtake. There we go. That puts everything back into normal perspective. Right. Everyone, make sure you get your driver of the days in. Make sure you put that in, and obviously I'll do accounts. I'll get my noteboard and pen out for your driver of the day. Make sure that is done before the last 3 laps. Actually, no, we're not going to do it like that. We're just going to, whoever you want your driver of the day be, you can have your driver of the day, and obviously I'll put that through. Obviously the vote from the comms box will be obviously from you people watching, and from my opinion as well. But we will see. But yeah, my drive of the day is so far. We've had a lot of good drivers today. But I think at this present time, Ziggy will have to get my driver of the day at the moment. Flexy's going to be really happy with me, but I do reckon Ziggy's going to have to get my driver of the day at the moment. So then, I've just still got the Ferrari very far behind. JD seems to go for a little spin, but who's in the pits now? Cud is in the pits. Is he going for a set of softs maybe? Ian's in the pits. Dave is doing amazing as well. I know Dave's doing an amazing. I wouldn't know who to pick between. I was like, in my head I was like, Ziggy has put a great fight up, and so's English Dave. I can't separate him. Can I give 2 driver of the days out? Ziggy is goated, we know. Are we going to have 2 driver of the days? Because why not? We can have 2 driver of the days. We can have 2 driver of the days because we're the comms box. Flexy, thank you very much for the follow, buddy. Very much appreciated. I have no idea what follower we're on now. But we're going up. We're going up. Ian on the softs. I think Ian's going to try it. Big love to you, buddy, as well. Alright then, Flexy, you know what? Who do you reckon will win this race? I reckon English Dave had great pace on the mediums. Oh, I'm tempted to lean towards English Dave to win this. It'd be between JD, English Dave, Ziggy, and I reckon there will be your 3 to watch out for. I reckon Mark Bow, he's not quite had the pace today in Silverstone. He dropped off the back. But safety car is in this lap. So JD has been given the go-ahead by race control to back the field up. And I think Mark Bow is just backing him up a bit too much. I think he knows. I think he wants to do his own little safety car restart. But the safety car is in from safety car line 1. So JD can bolt when he wants, and when he wants to, we'll be back to green flag running. He has bolted now, and he has gone. So obviously no overtaking before you get to the final corner. And I think Mark Bowe got a bit... Oh, and English Dave's on the back of it. Is absolute going for it. Don't make the same mistake I did, English Dave. Mark Bowe's now got a 3-second time. Ziggy has got past his teammate, crucially. And I think his teammate's gone for a little bit of a spin. Not too sure. There's yellow flags about in Sector 3. But English Dave is going to look for the switchback, maybe. No, he's not. Ziggy is up into 5th place behind Curly. English Dave's going to be right in the back of Mark Bowe now. Mark Bowe's going to have to be defended like there's no tomorrow. But JD is away already by 1 second, leading from Mark. Twin has now got Toffee. Curly, like I said, he was having a fantastic race, but got himself a 3-second time penalty now. But I am looking towards English Dave. What can he do as we go towards Cops? Who knows? But Ziggy, hello. What can Ziggy do? Ziggy can have Curly in Maggotts and Beckett's. Goes a bit wide, but he'll get away with it. Twin is on the back of him now. I think Ziggy's going to let his teammate through. I'm not too sure. He might fight this one, actually. They're going to will to will. The two Mercedes going will to will towards Vale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Twin has the inside line. Ziggy is there, but Ziggy... Is Ziggy going to go? No, he's not. Oh, what's that? Toffee, no. English Dave. English Dave. What can English Dave do? Team orders. I reckon there was a bit of team orders there. I reckon it's Twin, you get Curly and I'll follow. I think that was the team order. But here comes Twin then. Down the back straight on Curly. Curly is absolutely defenceless against the Merc. He's going to go down the insides. Curly might have to give this one up, but Curly's going to look for the switchback. He hasn't quite got it in there. Good day, Swifty. Flexi, who do you think has this? Not too sure, but Twin on the softs is catching right back up now, and I think Curly really needs to stick to the back of Twin. English Dave, no, what are you doing? English Dave, I want to call you English Double Dave. You got penalties. Penalty Dave. It's not English Dave, it's Penalty Dave. Jenny, but I want Dave or Ziggy to win. Dave and Ziggy have pens. Yes, and we'll go to the pens now. Where is the pens? No, not there. There you go. Go on board with the pens then. Why not? JD with a 134 on the hards. Race control has enabled DRS. This might look a bit better for the likes of English Dave or Penalty Dave. So Endless JB bins it. He has it in the bag, I think, unless I think he has that, unless at the moment. Make sure you get your driver of the day vote in at the end of the race. Ziggy has got Curly, but here we go. Curly might be a bit defensive from Rapid here. Rapid sticks behind him at the moment. He goes a bit wide himself. Going to invite Rapid and Toffee to close the gap up as well. Oh, that was so close between Rapid and Curly. Nearly collided together, but English Dave needs to get the move done on Mark Bowe. Mark Bowe's flashing on. I think English Dave will flash as well. But this is a great team. Whoever gets P4 might get P2 or 3 if they don't lose too much time. I reckon Twin could have a possible P2 here if he stays within the 6 seconds. But here comes English Dave then. Towards Vale we go on board with English Dave. We'll go on board on the front wing of English Dave. We'll go on the outboard cam, I think, in a minute of English Dave. Here he goes. Hugs for Drugs got a 3-second time penalty too, but English Dave puts in the fastest final sector. Andrew Pitt-Smith also has another 3-second time penalty. There's the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you go into the Discord. But we are looking on the fight between Mark and English Dave. But here comes English Dave then, once again. Going to close the gap, I think, on Mark Bowe. Doesn't quite have enough on him at the moment, but we're going to go towards Cops as we enter the bits where you really need the traction, and I think Mark Bowe has definitely got the traction over that. DRS activated. They both have no ERS. They both have nothing left. There's a yellow flag in sector 1. That's for Speedy again. Speedy's not so speedy today. So, once again, DRS activated for English Dave. Is he going to send it or is he not going to send it? He's going to close up though. He's a bit too far back on this occasion. But we'll go towards Vale now. Who's going to be last on the brakes? Dave has gone for it. Dave's gone for the inside. He has glocked up. Is there going to be a switch back from the Mark Bowe? No, he hasn't. English Dave is through on Mark Bowe. That was a send and a half from him. I think at this rate, the way these two are fighting, they could lose quite a couple of positions here. And like I said, I did hope this fight will go right down to the end, and I think it's going to go right down to the end. But here comes Mark Bowe for round number, I don't know what number it is anymore. But here he comes, he's going to send it. Ooh, that was a bit close for comfort there. I think he's angry, I think he's driving very angry now. I think he cut him up at Vale, I'm not too sure. I think he's very, very angry inside the Ferrari cockpit. Move that is. I think it is as well, but Mark Bowe is really, really going to try and get the move done. Going down the back straight, or maybe into... There's a yellow flag. It's a McLaren. Oh! Mark Bowe! No! Yes! Touch! Maybe? No! Oh, that was close! This will invite Twin and Ziggy to this fight, but here comes Mark Bowe. English Dave's going to defend the inside. Mark goes round the outside, gives him enough room to be fair respect towards Vale now. Mark has the inside line, but still English Dave with the traction. Oh, they collide, they touch. The Ferrari. Mark Bowe is out. English Dave, but the Mercs are coming through. The Mercs can have 2 and 3 here. JD will get the haul. I think he will. I think he's enough of a head. But English Dave, Twin and Ziggy are not giving up the podium positions just yet. Ziggy has a 3-second time penalty though. Twin has nothing. English Dave has 6 seconds of penalties. But here comes Twin then. Round the outside. Mark Bowe's retired on track. English Dave will settle behind Twin. But Ziggy, I think from Flexi's point of view, Swift's point of view, they want Ziggy to hurry up. They want hammer time. They want hammer time in this race from Ziggy. Come on, Ziggy. Let's see what you can do. Can you get a move done? Not too sure, but here comes English Dave then. He will be gaining and gaining along this straight. He is gaining, he is gaining, he is gaining. He's not quite got enough though on the Mercedes, but Mercedes have got the soft tyres on. They might be starting to die around about now anyway, but Curly and Toffee, go on Curly, go Curly. Twin has got English Dave. I didn't see the move, sorry for that. Oh, they've touched, no, Curly, no. Oh, no, Curly, no. You was having such a good race. But we'll go back on board with this fight. Twin versus English Dave versus Ziggy. Ziggy has more battery and more of the DRS. He's gaining. He's pull alongside English Dave in the Aston Martin. He's going a long way around the outside. English Dave, to respect to him, he's left him quite a lot of room there. But look on board, and Ziggy's got the move done. Crucially, before we head into Magnus and Beckett's. That is job well done for the Mercedes team. Flexi will be jumping up and down here, but will English Dave fight back in towards Cops? No, he won't. Twin, I think, has to drop back a little bit more for the DRS. Rapid's now got 3 seconds of time penalties. I think, as it stands, with 2 laps to go, just to try and get... Ian McMarshall's got Andrew Pip-Smith. Ian's back up. But here comes Ziggy then. He is gaining his gain. He's going to pull to the outside. He's going to go round the outside. Maybe look for the little switchback as they like to... Oh, they're going to touch. They are going to touch, sorry. Twin has the inside line. Ziggy going to try the outside line. He's going to try the switchback, it looks like. He's going to try it. Not just enough. No, he has not got that. But English Dave has put up a fight for his life in the first race. There's got to be some team orders here going on now. There's got to be. They can't come together at all. They cannot cost themselves precious time as they need. I think if Twin lets Ziggy go... But English Dave is on the back of this. Ziggy wants P2 on track. I'm not surprised. I would go for P2 on track if it was me. But Twin is going to try the out switcheroo. Going to try go around the outside of his teammate. And I think they've come together. They've had a little bit of a touch. And English Dave's round. Rapids through. Rapids is through. Ziggy is through. Twin is dropped down. I think Twin will get it on track though. But I think the team orders have to be now to let Twin stay behind. I think Ziggy, if he gets another 6-second penalty, I think he's going to need to stay where he is. The soft tyres are absolutely dying, look. Because Rapid's all over the back of Twin. Twin's got DRS and ERS. So's Rapid. Rapid's pulled out to the outside already by the time they get to the corner. They're going to go side by side going into here. Twin backs out. He knows he's going to get him on penalties. But the race leader is going to come round. JD wins here in the Silverstone Grand Prix. Ziggy, for a fantastic drive from him, comes home in P2. Rapid will come home in P4. Twin, sorry, has P2. Ziggy in P3. Toffee goes into P4. Rapid in P5. Ian McMarshall in 6th. English Dave Kearney in 7th. Wow, Sims in 8th. Could in 9th. English Dave drops down to 10th. Andrew in 11th. Hugs will round the final corner, and I think Soph will have him here. I think he will. Hugs crosses the line. Soph goes into P13. Hugs in 13th. Polish has crashed on the line. And we're just waiting for Speedy. Has Speedy still got a lap to go? Right, everybody, let's get your driver of the day votes in. He's got this now. Ziggy's got team orders. English Dave, I had overspeed, tapped the Merc, spun myself, gutted. I ran a good race there. You did, English Dave. Flexi Dave, GG man, goated race, and look at the end. KGS said Ziggy, so we got 1 vote for Ziggy. Come on, driver of the day votes in. Let's get everyone having a driver of the vote day in. Ziggy times 2. So why do we owe your mum a coffee machine? I have no idea. Craig Ziggy. That's 3 votes for Ziggy. I'm going to make that 4 votes for Ziggy because I believe Ziggy should get driver of the day there. Damage wing first stint, managed to put it back at the last stint. You did, Ian. What a drive from you, but I think Ziggy, good strat to be honest. To be fair, sorry, yeah. Come on everybody, let's get your driver of the votes in and I'll pop that in the Discord, in the WTFL Discord. Not WTFL, sorry. The Nexus Racing Discord. I do apologise. But here we go then. Twin is your second place man at the end on penalties, but JD comes home to win. Ziggy is got all the driver of the votes day. If you've not put your vote in, please, I am Marshall driver of the day. You can vote yourself, Ian, but I don't think you'll be getting it. But Ian, 1, you can vote for yourself in here, but you can't vote for yourself in the Discord. Toffee in 4th, Rapid in 5th, Ian McMarshall in 6th, Curly in 7th, Stims in 8th, Cud in 9th, English Dave in 10th, unlucky on that one, Andrew Pipsmith 11th, Polish 12th, Soph 13th, Hugs for Drugs 14th, Mark Bow 15th, Speedy 16th, and Carts in 17th. Does anyone for any more? Great comms, Jack. Thank you very much, Curly. Does anybody else want to put their driver of the day in? And obviously, I've casted my vote in here as well, and I'll put that in the Discord. Currently, we have 4 votes going for Ziggy and 1 vote going for Ian. And Ian, as the GOAT himself, has voted for himself. Ziggy says English Dave. That's now 5 votes for Ziggy. Any more for any more? Does anybody else want to have... Oh, comms. Hold on. We can get some... Right, let's invite Ziggy. Hold on. Me, yeah, Twin, if you want to come in and do some comms, you can come in and do... No, comms, sorry. An interview. If, Twin, you want to come and do an interview, you can do. Just make sure you come into the general Nexus Discord chat. Twin, hold on. Twin, where's Twin? Twin. And who shall we have? We'll have one more. We'll have English Dave in here. Right. Into... There we go. We'll have some interviews going on now. If Twin, JD, Ziggy, and English Dave want to come in, you can do. No, I meant by driver of the day. Oh, sorry, Twin. Driver of the day. 1. Curly, 13th to 7th, and not 1 vote. Curly, if you... Sorry, you can't do. That's fine. Twin. We'll get another one in if we can. Who wants to do an interview then? You know what? Curly, if you want to come and do an interview, mate, you're more than welcome. Ian, come do an interview, you're more than welcome. If you want to come and do your interview, come into the Discord on the general chat at the top, and I am in the Discord chat party. Right at the top, it's just a general, and I am in there. Sorry, mate, turn off console. Fair enough, Ian. Otherwise, I would. I can't, mate. Got to sort out my niece, and she's just woke up. Fair enough, English Dave. Does anybody want to come and do? Does anybody want to come and do an interview? Ziggy wants to. He is on his way right now. Okay, Ziggy. Right, Ziggy. If you go to the top of Nexus Racing Development, you should have a general chat for, obviously, a conversation, I would say, a voice channel. You go in there, mate, and I'm in there, and I'm ready to do some comms. No, some interviews, sorry. Dial-up, thank you very much with the raid of 6, very much appreciated. We have got to the end of the commentary tonight, and my days, it was a race and a half. How are you doing, buddy? I've not spoke to you in a long time. I was going to come into your thing earlier, but had to do some stuff. Shut the fuck up, bro. Stop crying. Let's hear this interview. We raid. Yes, W. Not bad. That is my Discord if you want to go in there. Come on then, Ziggy. Come into here. Let's get you an interview done. Oh, it's Curly. Curly, are you in it? Hello, Curly. Right, let's see if we can hear you on... Hold on. Guys, can you hear Curly? Can you guys hear Curly? No. If you go into your party... Oh, I don't know then. No. Ah. If you go into your settings on PlayStation... and then go to voice or whatever it... Hello, who is this? Rapids! Can you all hear Rapids? No, we're just talking about on stream. Can you guys hear Rapids? Flexi, no. Oh, Daniel, no, we can't. What is going on with this? We can't hear anyone. No. Ah, for fuck's sake. What's gone wrong now? Right. Yeah, I know, but they can't hear you for some strange reason. Right. I don't think we can get these guys to hear us. I'm gonna have to look into this because this is just ridiculous. I've clicked yes on everything to be heard in parties and everything, and it's just not working. So I have to look further into the actual Twitch itself. But turn desktop audio on. Is OBS on? A? What do you mean desktop? Hold on, desktop audio. Hold on. Hold on, can you guys hear them now? No. I do have Discord up on my phone. But obviously it's connected to my PS5. Pardon? I don't know. Obviously, because we couldn't get it working last time, could we? You don't know how PS works. We might have to do that and just result in doing that. Right, you know what? I'm going to try something. Right, can you hear these guys now?
Hello?
Can you hear them now, guys? Very quietly. Right, hold on, right, hold on. Settings, hold on 1 minute. Let's turn the audio. Right. Can you hear them now?
Jesus Christ, what was that?
Flexi, can you hear them now? I have no idea. Can you hear them now, Flexi? Yes, I hear someone. I don't know who that someone is, but we can have a little one. It's someone, right. So, who shall we interview first? Who would like to go first? I think we should start with you, Rapid. Rapid, you had a fantastic race out there today, and obviously had a good race. Just walk us through it.
That was quite a tough one because that was my first proper race with racing line off.
Well done, you then. Obviously, I thought you would have been on pole today, and obviously you're a bit off the pace, so that might have been why you
Well, I
was
practiced
obviously a bit off the pace, racing line.
Yeah, I'd done quite a bit of practice beforehand with racing line off, so
Fair
kept it
enough.
off during the race, and ended up having quite some good battles.
Fair enough, indeed. So well done to you today. Obviously, you finished. Was it P5?
Fifth, yeah.
In P5. Very well done. Some nice battles, I must say, today between you and Toffee. I enjoy.
Great battling.
Yeah, I enjoy these battles. I pretty much all race I've been up and down the field trying to look for battles, and everyone's just showed me a battle and a half. So well done in today's race.
Thank you.
And is JD there?
Yeah.
Can you guys hear JD? Flexi, can you hear JD? Yes, he can. Right, JD, you smashed pole and you smashed a race. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Obviously, the safety car come out, and what was your thoughts going through that process? Obviously, you stayed out, stuck to your hard strategy. Was there not any thoughts of maybe pitting or?
The hards are only there's a bad echo by the way. The hards are only a few laps old. So yeah, I just thought I'll stick with it. It's not worth chucking the new tyres on. I was a little bit worried, but everyone behind me had penalties. Windabbers on their softs was a little bit of a worry, but again he had 4 cars to try and get through before getting to P2. So I just stuck with it. Absolutely drained the battery on the restart, and off it went.
Well, yeah, by the first sector, you had over a second of a delta gap between, obviously, you and first. And then, obviously, English Dave, obviously, was on the mediums. He couldn't quite get past Mark Bow quick enough. I would have said he probably had the pace to probably keep with you on the mediums. Was he maybe a threat if he got past Mark Bow? Could he have he possibly challenged you for the win?
To be fair, at that point, I wasn't really thinking of other people sort of coming up. I was absolutely bricking it because the hards had 0 grip whatsoever after the restart.
So you were just worried about, obviously, like the tyre temp and everything then?
Yeah, the tyres, I was trying my hardest to warm them up the best I could under safety car, but just could not get them up to temperature. English Dave had great pace, but I also knew that they'd be battling. So I just did exactly like I did at the beginning of the race and just emptied the battery, tried to pull a DRS gap and hopefully it's not battling behind. And thankfully it worked in my favour. And I picked a good strategy for a change because I usually mess it up.
Yeah, but you had a good strategy, a good race today. A bit of a lonely one, I must say, from pretty much from start to finish. There wasn't really much you had to do, but you had it all under control. So well done on your top step of the podium, maximum points today, and your.
Appreciate that. Thank you. I think that puts me only just ahead of Mark now, so it's a close battle.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, he DNF'd, didn't he? So obviously he's lost points there, and you've got maximum points. So obviously, I think that puts you on. I think 3 points ahead. I'm pretty sure.
Are we on 100s or 200s? I can't remember now. 180, something 80.
Yeah, and he's. I think you'll be quite close between them. So hopefully we can keep up the fights this season and take this to the very last race.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
Right, thank you very much.
I hope you enjoyed it, anyway. And
I very much enjoyed the race today. Right, thank you very much, JD, for coming in to the interview. Thank you very much, Rapid, for the interview as well, if you're still here. I think he's gone. Flexi says, yes, JD, good shit. Oh, Ziggy's there. 1 minute. Right then, Ziggy, you had a scrap and a half in the race, didn't you?
Yes.
Flexi, can you hear Ziggy? Very quiet. Right. Turn him. Hold on. I'll have to turn you up. 1 minute. Give me one. There we go. Right. Ziggy, you had. I'll tell you what. I nearly lost my voice today because of how good your will-to-will battle is. With absolutely I would say the top 5. How do you think you went?
I think the race was very good. Obviously, Mark Bowe, he was a quick driver.
Mark Bowe is very quick.
Yeah, the race.
I said Mark Bowe is very quick.
Yes, I noticed that.
But how do you think your race went? Because obviously you pitted, and obviously
Yes.
then a couple of laps later the safety car come out. Was there some sort of doubt in obviously like this? Obviously the safety car and how long?
I thought about staying out on the hards,
Yep.
but I didn't manage to go for the undercut on JD because I did not know when he was pitting.
Yeah, so you pitted a lap later than what you did.
I think we actually pit at the same time, and I just miscalculated that.
But obviously with
The
this
safety car,
yeah, you got onto it. You said about safety car.
and the mediums were quicker to begin with, and letting my teammate through before that was, I think, quite helpful for him. And yeah, that would be good for the constructors.
Obviously, yes, you got P2 and 3. The best result you could have possibly hoped for as a team. Obviously, JD just had a bit too much pace, obviously, for both of you today. Could you try and maybe get him next week, or do you reckon he's just got that much too pace?
I think I can give him a good battle next week, and we'll just have to see.
We will indeed. Well done on today's race, and I will see you next week.
Yes, thank you.
Very well done. Thank you very much. You NPC, good stuff. Well, that will be it from me, and obviously Nexus. That is the interviews. Thank you very much, Flexi, for getting them in. And I think we should go and raid someone. Most importantly, as well, I think we should raid someone. We'll see who to go and raid. You know what? We'll go raids. Hold on. What's happening here with my phone? Right. But yeah, I think we should go and raid. But if you guys want to stick around for the raids, that would be very, very much appreciated. And everything. We will go in raids. TTV Solid Dart. We are obviously quite close. And obviously he raids me when he's streaming and I raid him. And obviously I haven't spoke to him in ages. He tries and streams and everything, but we'll go and... Hold on, now my phone's playing up. I can't... It's not let me click the raid button. Wait, no, I'm just going to type it in the chat. But make sure you all stick around for the raids. I just want to say a huge thanks to absolutely everyone who has come along in today's. Very much appreciated. And great commentary, man. Good stuff. Really enjoyed that. Thank you very much, Flexi. We will go raids. TTV Solid Dart. We'll go raid him now. I don't know if that's worked. There we go then. Make sure you all come in and join the raid with me to Solid Dart. He is currently playing Dead by Daylight. And I will see you all for Sunday's race. Or there might be a stream in between. Not too sure what I'm doing yet. But I'll see you guys very soon. Thank you very much for today. And enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you very much.